Hello everyone, my name is Dustin here at Leedstone. We're doing another vendor highlight video. This time we're going to be doing Prozap Backrubber and Pour-On with the Backrubber, both made by Neogen. We have Jacob with Neogen joining us to give us some great information about the uses of both of these products.
Yeah, so we'll start out with the Prozap Backrubber and Pour-On. We have two different options for that. We have just the straight Prozap Backrubber and Pour-On, and then we have the Prozap Backrubber and Pour-On Extra. The difference in those is that one has a synergist and one does not. So the Prozap Backrubber and Pour-On is a 0.125 permethrin, and then the Prozap Backrubber and Pour-On Extra is, again, that 0.125 of the permethrin, but it has a 0.125 on the PBO as well. So as far as the application of these products, they can be used either as a pour-on at that 8 fluid ounce rate, or they can be used in charging of the backrubber. Most of the time what people are doing with the Bovarub is they're taking it in a tote or some sort of a container where it won't, won't leak out. They're putting this in there and then they're charging that backrubber with that product. And so the nice thing about this, it can control flies, mosquitoes, and it can be used in winter months for controlling lice. So that's a really nice benefit for that, and in the summer months for ticks. So you've got multiple insects that can be controlled with this product and can literally be used year-round for year-round control. For storage of our backrubbers, what I suggest is a tote of some kind. If we're not using it, is to put it in a tote, and that's just for protection, just to keep it away from mice or keeping the ropes away so they're not getting too much UV light on there. If we're not using it, that could potentially deteriorate our ropes.
Now, as far as setting a height on the backrubber, you want to pay attention to the height of the cows you have, unless you have a different opinion than I do. But like for example, you have a mini Hereford that's going to need to be set down here. You have a Simmental, their back's up about here. Those two are not the same, and you definitely don't want to have that rubber too low, at least in my experience.
Well, and the other thing is this is also approved for swine.
And
so you've got swine, really, we've got, starting at different levels. So the biggest thing that I start out with is making sure that we're putting it in areas where cattle are going to travel to. In the wintertime, if they're in a lot, we're treating for lice. They're more apt to be in a yard where they're going to be closer to it all the time. In the summer months where we're potentially going in and out of a pasture from water to grass, we want to put that maybe in between some gates or something where they have to go under it, and on a creep feeder for calves. So the biggest thing is, yes, make sure that it's in an area they're actually going to travel through, but it's also going to be at a height that's appropriate for your herd. We don't want it too low where something can walk over the top of it and break it. We want to make sure that it's low enough that it fits the animals that we have in our operation.
Well, thank you very much for joining me, Jacob, and giving us all that great information. And I want to thank you guys for joining us so that you guys can get that same information. If you have any other questions, you can call us at 877-608-3877. You can jump on our website. You can stop at any of our retail locations across Minnesota and Wisconsin. And I want to thank you guys for joining us again. And here at Leedstone, we're doing our best to keep families on the farm.